Yeah.
Okay, you hit that, Jim.
I'll call and see if they want to make any comment.
Looks like we need to turn in a maintenance thing.
I'll write out a ticket.
All right, it's 10 o'clock. All right, it's 10 o'clock, so we're gonna call this administrative meeting to order. I want to welcome everybody for being here. Have a small crowd today and a long proposed agenda. All good stuff, no bad stuff on this agenda, at least that's what I think. Yeah, all good stuff. I want to remind everybody that we will not meet on Monday. Monday is a state holiday, so our county commission meeting will be on Tuesday. So if you come up here Monday, as Chairman Culver used to say, we will not be here. Be here by yourself. Any announcements from the commission for anything before we get started? Okay. We have 3 items under awards and presentations proposed for Tuesday's agenda. Item number 1 is recognition for the junior ROTC candidates. Commissioner Tracy Adams will be leading that. Any objections to placing that on the agenda?
No objection.
Okay. Item number 2 is a proclamation for National Corrections Officers Week. Will you be doing that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any objections to placing that on the agenda?
No objection.
And item number 3 is a proclamation for Small Business Week. Ms. Lori Wilcoxon from the Dothan Area Chamber of Commerce will be here for that. Any objection to placing that on the agenda?
No objection.
Okay. Moving on to the regular agenda, we have 10 items. First item is a request to approve resolution of authorization for the Houston County Distribution Park Infrastructure Improvements Growing Alabama Grant Application. Colton, I'll call you and explain what all this is about.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commission. So we've got a great opportunity.
Hit that.
Sorry,
Yeah, there you go.
this one
Yes, you get it.
is on now. So we've got a great opportunity to make some infrastructure improvements to the Houston County Distribution Park, home to McLean and Dixie Egg and their operation there. You know, we've got some great property that has been undeveloped, it seems like, for quite some time, and has traditionally been challenged with just the lack of adequate infrastructure in terms of water and sewer capacity there. So you guys and your forward thinking over the last couple of years, using some ARPA funds to extend that 16-inch water line was very helpful in helping address some of those issues. We're about 2,400 feet short in connecting that 16-inch line to the 10-inch line that serves the park itself. And then also the sewer package treatment plant that's in place is about a 20,000 gallons per day capacity. We've got about 6,000 gallons per day left of excess capacity. So when you think about new industry recruitment, it really doesn't leave us a lot of room in terms of being able to grow that park with new jobs and investment if we don't have the excess sewer treatment capacity there, as well as the water infrastructure that we need. So we're hoping to address that by pursuing a Growing Alabama grant through the state. And the Industrial Development Board of the City of Dothan will be the applicant for that grant. And then through that grant, we hope to receive enough funds, probably be around $3 million to do that 2,400 feet of water line improvements, and then also upgrading the package treatment plant to a 50,000 gallons per day plant. So with all that being said, it's typically a large ask when you ask for that amount of money through the state for this form of grant. The most we've ever received in the past has been right around $1 million. But this is certainly a worthy project, we feel like. And what makes it even stronger is when we're able to show local support and buy-in on the local level of putting local resources with state resources to do that, right? So what would be very helpful is if we were able to receive some in-kind services through Barclay's team and Tyler's team, right, in terms of doing some some dirt work for a pad for that package treatment plant, about an acre worth, and then the potential to do some clearing and grubbing for the right of way of a proposed new road in the future as another access point to that park. You know, when you think about asking for $3 million from the state, and then you're able to show that local support behind it for those in-kind services, that just makes that application much more stronger than it would be if we were just to say, hey, can I have $3 million, right? We would certainly appreciate the support in terms of being able to combine our resources here on the local level to go and ask for that $3 million from the state to make these very much needed infrastructure improvements, which would allow us to market that property much better to potential and future industries.
All right. Any questions from the commission?
Okay. And what exactly that you're asking from us?
So what I'm asking for from you guys is the support of in-kind services through Barclays team for some dirt work that would be for the pad of the package treatment plant. It's about an acre's worth of work there. And then the clearing and grubbing of a future new road within the park for the right of way there. That's the ask on the resolution that's in front of you.
Gotcha. What kind of time frame are we talking about?
So we would be able to, we would ideally like to do this work within a year. So we would give ourselves 12 months time frame to do this. If that is too hard of an ask on the commission, then we would be able to extend that, you know, to 6 more months likely if we needed to. Just for an example, the Naperville Industrial Park that is being built out now, Naperville Road, where you guys attributed $900,000 worth of your ARPA funds. The city put in $900,000 as well. And then we received $1 million from Growing Alabama to make those improvements. That project has taken much longer than what we would have anticipated. So we've had to ask for extensions. So it's not normal, right? Or it's not an issue necessarily to ask for an extension past 12 months if we need to do that.
I don't think our work for this is going to be a big, heavy lift. Anytime we start installing a new package treatment plant, obviously that'll be a lot of work. We'll pay somebody, or the Industrial Development Board will pay somebody for that.
I have a question, Chair.
Yes.
When do you think you have the approval for the 3 million?
So the grant application is due on May 16th, and usually the State Industrial Development Board meets somewhere in June to July timeframe. So that's when it would be approved, is over the summer. So we would know for sure by then if we were awarded the funds or not.
And that can set our agenda. So, outstanding.
Okay. Anything else?
Really appreciate you guys and your willingness to partner on this, and appreciate Barclays team and the hard work that they do. And, you know, we wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff if it weren't for the work that you guys put forth. So thank you.
We greatly appreciate your efforts and Matt Parker's efforts, and your team makes a great partnership, and love being able to grow our economy by working together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Item number 2 is a request to approve $94,377 of the Series 2025 bond proceeds to the town of Webb for playground equipment. So we have some people from Webb today. Did you want to make a comment?
We've already ordered the equipment.
You gotta come speak into the microphone. Sorry. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Sorry the mayor couldn't be here. She was in a meeting out of town. We've already ordered the equipment. It should be here anytime now.
Okay, good deal, good deal. We're excited, and this is gonna leave you. I texted Mayor Bowie yesterday, see if I can look it up real
Yeah,
quick.
the total was 121 and this was 94.
Yeah, so you got, my math shows that y'all still have 27,207
Yes.
that you can do something with.
Yes.
And I think you already have another
Yeah,
project.
we have a couple more small projects we can do with that.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
We closed the bond this morning, so we have money that we can write a check with.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, we're excited.
That is awesome. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions on this item or discussion?
No, sir.
Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Item number 3 is a request to approve $109,768 of the Series 2025 bond proceeds to the town of Kinsey for basketball and pickleball court improvements. Also have some guests from Kinsey who are going to talk about this. I know we've gotten all the paperwork.
Thanks for listening to me.
Yeah, thank you for
Sorry the
being
mayor couldn't be here.
It's all good. Yeah.
But yes, we have a basketball court, and basically we're ready to go and start building it. We have, I believe you have the, book that we have for it already.
Yeah, that was submitted and the plans and
He is just waiting for this meeting to,
already built the pickleball courts. We just need to apply.
that's correct. We need to
Paint.
apply the coatings.
Okay.
Yes, there'll be 3 colors, the white striping and the 2 base colors.
Gotcha. A lot of people play pickleball these days. I'm sure.
I've already been asked this morning when
Have
I'm
you?
putting up the nets.
Well, good. Good. All right, anything else? Any other comments?
No, sir.
Okay, any questions or
So
comments?
you guys, you putting new basketball courts up and.
Brand new basketball court, regulation size,
Good.
at the park where the community can get to it. Because we have a really outdated one that I've been preaching for the last 6 years. We need to move it to the park.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be where it used to be at,
No, sir, behind the town hall, the kids all got to
Right.
travel down there.
right?
One of the hoops is that we had to remove it because it's up against someone else's property.
Right.
So they only have 1 hoop.
Gotcha. It's a good addition. That's what this money was intended to do.
It'll make a big improvement to the park
Yeah.
and make all the kids happy.
Good. Any other questions or comments from the commission? I know we have a check presentation scheduled at the town of Kinsey. I need to get up with town of Webb. We'll do the same thing there at a meeting. So, any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
All right, thank y'all very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. April.
Item number 4 is a request to approve budget amendments for miscellaneous expenditure items. And this is going to be connected kind of to number 5 as well. So I'll ask our county engineer to explain. You want to go ahead and explain both of these if you'd like.
Miscellaneous revenues is, this loan project.
Do we reword that? Do we need to reword that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what it means by miscellaneous.
That's the way it come over on the proposed agenda, but we can reword it. That's no big deal.
Yeah.
Now, the total amount of this is $1,112,610.
So this for all of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. All right, we got requests in from the town of,
Ashford, Coward.
Ashford, Cowards, and, Rehoboth to do some paving for them. So we gave them estimates, and they want to do all that, so there's $197,000 worth of paving, there'll be money coming in, we'll be paying that going out for the contractor to do that work. We also got a grant from the, Department of Natural Resources for $1,250,000. And there's, roughly, $445,000 in, materials that's associated with that grant cost coming in, $1,250,000 coming out. And then we have an excavator in there that we were going to ask for this fall as probably our number 1 piece of equipment we needed, that we want to go ahead and purchase while we have this money coming in, that we can put on that project and actually bill it out to that project. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cause it's a cost reimbursement project. We also have some cross drains for Avon and Webb. The $65,000 in pipe and materials. They'll pay for it. We'll have to pay for the pipe going out, money coming in, money coming out. And then we have a $29,000, garbage dump, for lack of a better term, that we got approved by the state to clean it up. So all of that's what all of this is.
And that big project, the, Gordon Boat Landing, right?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
And we're gonna start it July the 7th.
And what's that entail?
It's going to entail, part of it blocked off now. It's gonna entail resloping the slope all the way down to the water line. And we're gonna carry it around the park and armor that whole thing with riprap. It's like 6,000 tons of riprap, and then repave the parking lot.
It'll be good, good
Yeah.
project. And essentially, if you look at 4 and 5, we're spending $1,112,610, but we're receiving over $1.5 million.
Yes.
So it's kind of one is kind of paying for the other.
Yeah.
Guess, I like to word these, and I didn't catch it before it went out, but I like to word these requests with the amount in it. So let's, if there's no objection, let's say request to approve $1,112,610 in budget amendments for miscellaneous expenditure items.
Yeah.
Jack, you got that? Okay. Any other questions on this item, on item number 4? Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Okay. And county engineer just talked about item number 5 as well, and we did, right as well, $1,567,043. So let's reword that if there's no objection. Request to approve $1,567,043 in budget amendments for miscellaneous revenue items. Any objection to placing that on the agenda?
No objection.
Okay. Item number 6 is a request to award bid for reflectorized thermoplastic pavement parking material to lowest bidder meeting specs.
There's only one.
Always. Any questions on this item? Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Item 7, talked about this a little bit already because it's related to the budget amendments we just did. This is the official agreement that we have to, it's a request to enter into an amended agreement with the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources of the state of Alabama for maintaining the Gordon Boat launching site. That they will reimburse us up to $1.5 million, but I think the estimate that the engineers have come up with is, you said 1.2 million?
Yes.
And also, they're gonna reimburse us to maintain that Gordon Boat Landing up to $50,000 a year. So I know Tommy's crew goes out there and does some maintenance. Now we'll get reimbursed.
This will be in it, like, right now, that's what we do already, like changing lights and stuff. This will be in excess.
Yeah.
Like erosion or,
I got
you
you.
know, something, anything extra.
Got you.
You know, normal maintenance is still ours,
Yeah,
but this is,
we'd have to put in work.
yeah.
Got
you
you.
know,
That'll be good.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Keep it in operating
yes.
condition. Well, good. Thank you for clarifying that. Any questions on this side?
That's a popular landing, so.
Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Item number 8 is a request to enter into an agreement with ADM for dump site remediation on Dusty Lane in Ashford, Alabama. This is for $29,433.10. So we probably need to add the language and approve accompanying budget, don't we? Okay. Let's do that. Request to enter into an agreement with ADM for dump site remediation on Dusty Lane in Ashford, Alabama, and approve accompanying budget amendment, which is $29,433.10. Any questions on this item?
No, sir.
Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Item number 9 is a request to approve budget amendment in the amount of $200,000 for software replacement for the Sheriff's Department operations. Major Rafferty. Major has some, I've never seen the major this excited about software before, but
It's way over my head.
well, you're excited about it. Tell us what great things this software is going to do for the Sheriff's Department.
Our current software programs that we're using with the sheriff's office is basically not functioning. It's not keeping up. It's not working. to meet our needs. The city of Dothan and Houston County Sheriff's Office have been in an endeavor for the last 2 years or a little longer, looking for new products. And Pro Phoenix is who we've chosen to utilize. Dothan's in the process, and they're already started on their side with the improvement or approving of this from the county commission. They'll start on our side, and hopefully 6 to 8 months we'll be up and running. This software, what we're asking for is to split this with the county commission. The total cost is approximately $400,000 for us. It started out at over $900,000 originally, and we've been able to negotiate. And we got it down to our cost with CAG coming out, 911 picking up the CAG cost is $362,505 for the product itself. We also have to have some equipment at Comm Center, server equipment to house this. And that way, Houston County and Dothan PD will be able to communicate back and forth to obtain information that both agencies direly need to be able to do. But with this product also, we will be able to not only communicate with Dothan, but every agency that has Pro Phoenix. If they run Bill Rafferty and Bill Rafferty's in Timbuktu, Iowa, we can pull that information as well. It's very vital in our investigation and what we do today. It's amazing how much has went from writing stuff on paper to everything's all through the computer and softwares and all that now. Also part of this, I guess it'd be what I call part 2 of this, is there's a service contract.
Yeah, that's item number 10, but you can go ahead and talk about that too.
On the service contract, it will actually take place or go into effect at the beginning of year 2. The fees for that, approximately $72,230. But in that being said, it's not much more than what we're already paying for Southern Software right now. But with this new product, there's areas that we will be able to reduce costs in our current and future budgets by, I know, at least $20,000 of items or softwares that we're using is already part of this new software. So we won't have to have so it's going to be the cost there, but we are going to be able to reduce it on the backside as things progress on that. Now, if you want to get into specifics, then we're going to have to get somebody else up here. But I'll answer anything I can if there's any questions.
Yes.
Then, is this gonna help the Webbs and Cottonwood, the small police departments?
If they go to the software itself, then they'll be able to do what we do. As far as them accessing it, they have to have the product themselves. Okay. Just like they would, if they have Southern Software now, if they're under several, I'm not sure if they all have Southern Software now or not. I think some of them still use some other softwares that are out there.
But it's not going.
This software is for us to do our reports, our communications through our vehicles, through computer systems.
So
our jail software.
Police work then.
Pardon me?
It's not as in-depth into police work that y'all do.
It is. I mean, this covers everything we do, from our report writing to our jail management, to our inventory, to basically everything we do would run through this system.
Okay.
Our training and everything.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you. Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
Yes.
Greatly appreciate the sheriff's department working with us on splitting that cost. It definitely makes it easier to swallow mid-year. Item number 10, as he remarked, is kind of an extension of the same thing. It is a request to approve Pro Phoenix Service Agreement Contract. Any questions or Oh, yes, and authorize, let's see, request to approve Pro Phoenix Service Agreement Contract and authorize the chairman to sign the agreement, execute the agreement. Thank you. As he said, it's a little under $75,000 a year. It does come with a 5% per year escalator, but that's pretty normal. Any objection to placing this item on the agenda?
No objection.
I do want to, I think that's the last item. I do want to say something. You know, we just did the swap over to we're in the process of doing the swap over for the billing for the sanitation. And I just want to praise our team, our department head, our administration, for really coming together and solve a problem. You know, Wiregrass Electric come to us and kind of encouraged us to find a better solution, because it was just, I mean, it's never really been part of their core mission. And as we got to looking into it, the software that they have really wasn't set up to manage sanitation. I mean, it was we kind of glued something together with bubble gum and popsicle sticks, and it worked. And it saved the county over $1 million over the years that we had the arrangement, but it was time to move on. And our department heads really come together and research solutions. I think our engineer talked to a vendor that they work with predominantly that does some really good software products for them. They developed a billing system that we are now using. And as much as we were saving taxpayer money with a relationship with Wiregrass, we're going to save not a whole lot, but we're going to save a little bit going to this new system. And if we didn't do this, if we, you know, sort of bullied or tried to bully Wiregrass Electric into continue to do our billing services, we probably would have had to raise rates. So I just want to commend our department heads and our administrative teams coming together and making that project happen. So I know it's new, and there's probably going to be a few things that's still going to go wrong, but I have all the confidence in the world that we're going to work through it. I just think that was a good job by all. I just wanted to say that. So thank you. All right. Is there anything else to be considered by the commission for Monday's agenda?
No, sir.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.